Sure, everybody! You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Previewing this week in Sooner women's hoops, at least, two pretty good games at West Virginia and at Kansas State. That Kansas State game in the Octagon of Doom next Sunday looks pretty good. We'll preview West Virginia and that hard game at the Octagon of Doom, if you will. Preview it coming up next. Bummer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the OU Women's Basketball Preview Show, everybody. My name's Harry James. So, first, the Oklahoma women. 2 games, by the way, on the road, both of them. First one will be Wednesday night, ESPN Plus, 6 o'clock, against the West Virginia Mountaineers in Morgantown. The West Virginia ladies last year, 22-7, 13-5 in Big 12 action. Lost the 7th game, the last game, if you will, to Georgia Tech. Lost it 73-56 in last year's women's NCAA tournament. Their head coach, Mike Carey, a 1980 grad from Salem International University, and has been at West Virginia for 21 years. This year, 8-6 overall for West Virginia, 1-3 in Big 12 play. Trying to jump back to where they want to be is a lot easier when you have both 2 leading scorers in this year. They include KK Deans. She wears number 3 for West Virginia, and 12 Esmery Martinez on the team, both. Starting 3, KK Deans averaging 15.4 points per ball game. 3.2 boards, and 4.2 assists per ball game. Deans has played in 14 games this season. Esmery Martinez, number 12, averaging right at 10.0 points per ball game, with 7.8 rebounds and 1.5 boards, playing in 13 games this season for the Mountain Ladies of West Virginia. Sooners will then head to the mid area, the Kansas State area, right dead center of the United States, Manhattan, Kansas. The Wildcats. That game will be Sunday, ESPNU at 1 o'clock. Kansas State, coming off of a 9-18 overall year last year, 13-5 in Big 12 play. Lost their 18th game last season to the aforementioned West Virginia Mountaineers in a buzzer beater, 58-56, in the women's NCAA Big 12 championships in Kansas City. Their head coach is Jeff Mittie, 1989 grad from Missouri Western University, and is in his 8th year in charge of the Silver and Purple. This year, though, Mittie doing a great job. In fact, what about this? Overall, this year, 13-4, 3-2 already in Big 12 play. So they have just as many wins this year as they did all of last year in conference with 3 games. So to make that much of a difference, you got to have 2 players averaging double figures. They do. And they include number 50, Ayoka Lee, and Sierra Sundell. We'll start with Ayoka Lee. She wears number 50, by the way, for the Wildcats. averaging, you ready for this, 23.5 points per ball game, 10.6 boards, 0.6 assists per ball game, playing in all 17 games this year. Serena Sardell, she wears number 4, by the way, for the Wildcats, also played in all 17 games, averaging 10.4 points per ball game, 3.2 boards, and 5.8 rebounds per ball game for the Wildcats of Kansas State. So now we go to the Crimson and Cream, the Oklahoma. 12-12 last season, 9-8 in conference play last year. Lost 89-80 to bitter rival Kansas State in Kansas City in the first round of the Big 12 championships. Their head coach, Jenny Baranczyk, she takes over for Sherry Cole. Baranczyk is a 2004 grad from the University of Iowa and is in her first season in charge of Oklahoma. 2 double-figure scorers trying to get Oklahoma back to where they want to be. By the way, last year with 12-12, speaking of having a better season than last year, Oklahoma having a better overall season. Get this, guys. Last year at 12-12, Oklahoma already 15 wins this season. 15-2 overall, including a 4-1 league play record. Including a win, by the way, over Baylor. Hats off to you on that one, Coach B. Well, beating Baylor and doing that, not easy. But it gets a lot easier with 2 double-figure scores in this year, including number 25, Maddie Williams, and number 30, Taylor Robertson. 25, Maddie Williams, talk about her first, averaging 18.6 points per ball game, 8.2 boards, and 3.1 assists per ball game, playing in 16 of the 17 games of the season. While number 30, Taylor Robertson, averages 18.1 points per ball game, 4.4 boards, and 3.6 assists per ball game, playing in all 17 games this season for OU. Alright, guys, that will wrap up the pregame. My name's Harry James. As you guys know, you can catch this on all my other videos on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also, Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or on the Twitter box. Type in at HypeManHarry. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Boomer Sooner, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace!